Join me for a workout. Today's session is going to be core. I am using a kettlebell for this. You could use a dumbbell if you don't have a KB, but grab your stuff and let's get started. So we're gonna find our way onto our backs. Arms like a goalpost, feet about mat distance apart, and just rocking those knees side to side. Trying to touch the knees towards the earth if you can. And if they're not touching, don't worry. That's just the direction we're headed. Let's do one more each side. And from here, we'll straighten the legs, reaching the arms up overhead. Activate your core and start to pull your right knee up toward your shoulder, giving it a squeeze. Inhale, unwind, and exhale, move through the other side. Keep alternating on your cycles of breath. Now, if you're not sure how to activate that core, I like to do a little fake cough and then just hold that contraction throughout the exercise. So hopefully you'll be using this method through our entire workout today. All right, from here, two legs come up, prepping in for a dead bug. Wrists are in line with shoulders, knees are in line with hips. Little fake cough, core brace. And we'll take an inhale, right arm, left leg, extend to hover. Exhale, pull them up to starting position, hit the other side. Keeping the ribs knitted in towards those hip bones and keeping the body nice and stable and still. So the only thing moving is those pair of limbs. Warming up our deep core muscles. Two more each side. One more each side. All right, from here, roll to your right side. Bow and arrow, knees stacking together, right palm is up, left palm stacks on top. We inhale, reaching forward. We exhale, sliding that left arm across the right and opening to our twist. Inhale, reach, and exhale, slide to twist. Now keep your knees squeezed together as you do this. Really think about drawing your shoulder blades back. So it's gonna help your chest open up. Let's go last two. And last one. All right, from here, we'll switch sides, just rolling over onto your left. Same movement. Left palm faces up, knees squeezed together, right palm stacked on top. We inhale, sliding forward, and we exhale, sliding back. Keep those knees squeezed. Draw those shoulder blades back together. Last two. Last one. All right, from here, we'll find a hands and knees position. Just moving through a little bit of cat-cow. Take a nice big inhale as we arch the back. And a big exhale as we round the spine. Beautiful. From here, come to a nice neutral position and step your right foot beside your right hand, coming up into a half kneeling position. Arms go up to the sky, and we inhale, reaching to the right, and exhale, sliding back up through center. Inhale, reach right, and exhale, come through center. Last three. Last two. And last one. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. Left leg steps up. Arms go overhead. Inhale, reach, and exhale, rise. Two more reps. And last one. Beautiful. All right, friends, I'm gonna get into what we're starting with. Give me a few shoulder rolls as I show you what that. So we're gonna go elbow under shoulder. Knees align, we lift up the hip and your top leg reaches out. We take an inhale, draw the hip bone towards the earth, and then exhale, pull the hip toward the rib. We're just finding a lateral flexion of the spine. We're gonna hit this on the right and the left, then we're moving into our halos, but I'll show you that when we get there. So get into position, and let's get started. Lift that hip, core is tight. We inhale, hips come down. Exhale, hips lift. Down and up. Now, if you feel pretty good here, you could lift up this bottom knee. And looking something like this. Hips down and up. The movement can be small to start. It's totally fine. Getting into the obliques, we also have a strong position through that right arm. So there's space between the shoulder and the ear. Press firmly through that top foot. All right, let's switch it over. Moving to the other side. So same thing, I'm going forearm down, elbow under shoulder. Knees aligned. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lift up. So this is a great place to be, especially if you're just learning this movement. And if you want to fire this up, you can always lift the knee. So in this case, my top leg is my right leg. That's stepping over my bottom leg. And I'm really pressing through that foot to help me come up. Elbow under shoulder, keeping space between the shoulder and the ear, right, so we're just not sinking and falling into that shoulder. Now after this exercise, we're gonna grab our kettlebell for a halo, just so you have a little heads up of where we're going. All right, from here, find a kneeling position, grab your halo or your kettlebell. We're holding the horns right in front of the face. And we're gonna bring that kettlebell around the head and then back. That's it. Just around and back. So we're going clockwise, counterclockwise. Don't be scared to let the kettlebell move in your hands a little bit. So when it's behind my head, the bottom of the kettlebell is pointed down. My core is braced. I'm squeezing my glutes and kind of pulling my inner thighs together. That's giving me a bit more support through my hips and my spine here. Nice work. All right, we're going back to the side plank hip drops. So you remember the variations we did last time? Knees, toes, or you could come up onto the hand for a little more range of motion. So whatever one of these variations works for you, let the hip bone come towards the earth, pull the rib and hip together, engage in the oblique. Continue to keep space between the ear and the shoulder. All right, let's go to the other side. Same thing, could be forearms or hands, could be knees or toes. It's up to you. All right, lift it up, hips come down, exhale, engage, hips come up. Going as fast or as slow as you want. Looking for the awareness through the shoulder, right, the foot, and of course the core. Keep it going. All right, grab that kettlebell once again. You're holding the horns, kneeling position, kettlebell in front of the head. And you're gonna go clockwise and counterclockwise. Now again, you don't have to rush the move. Go as fast or as slow as you like, but the goal here is stability. So we're trying to make sure the torso is not wiggling and shifting all over the place. So find your control. Find those long, deep breaths. All right, from here, grab yourself a little sip. I'm going to show you what we're doing for the next 2 rounds. So we're going into oblique V-ups, modified or unmodified. We can start on our back, belly braced, one forearm to the earth. We come up, opposite elbow, opposite knee. Coming down, opposite elbow, opposite knee. All right, we're going to start there. And I'll show you the superset when we get there. Get to your back, right forearm to the earth, left hand to the sky, and let's go. Come up, lower down. Come up, lower down. So on the inhale, I lower. Exhale, I come up. If you want to make this a little tougher, both hands can lift. Left fingers toward right toe, keeping the leg nice and straight. Make sure we're getting a little rotation as we come up here. All right, so just choosing the mod that works best for you. Choosing the tempo that works best for you. Make sure when you come down and the arms go over the head, that you're not flaring the ribs away from the earth. So you're keeping that neutral spine and that little cough kind of contraction that we talked about earlier. All right, 10 seconds before the other side. So it's the same movement, but other side. We'll start with the modified version first. Left forearm to earth, right hand to sky. Let's do it. We exhale to lift, opposite elbow to opposite knee. That left forearm to the earth is helping to support us as we come up. You want to make that a little bit harder. 2 arms over the head, sit up, right hand reaches for left toe. Make sure you're getting a little bit of that rotation here as we come to the top. We got a few more reps here, and then we're going into a hands and knees position, heading to bear. All right, roll it over, hands and knees. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, spread the fingers wide, tuck the toe, brace that core, lift your knees. And we're just hanging out right here. Think of pressing the mat away from you, sliding the shoulder blades apart, drawing the belly button in toward the spine, or just holding that brace we talked about, or whatever kind of resonates with you more. Don't let the knees start to lift up. Keep them just an inch or two off the mat. Lowering back down. All right, we're on our backs, modified oblique V-ups. Forearm down, left arm overhead. Let's do it. Now again, if you want to skip the modified variation, you can come right into straight legs, straight arms. Left hand reaching for right toe. Remember, it's your workout, so choose the tempo that works best for you. We're almost through. Beautiful, same variation other side. So it could be left forearm down, right arm up overhead, or both arms straight overhead. Up to you. Let's do it. Keep it up. Don't give up yet. All right, roll it over, hands and knees position. We're going back into our bear. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. All right, tuck those toes and lift those knees. And you're just noticing what you're feeling, right? Where the intensity lay. You're good though, you don't have to give up. We're in this together, just keep going. Keep pushing the ground away. Don't lose that core contraction. All right, have yourself a sip. Then we're gonna go into the next one. So coming onto our back to start. We're doing straight leg toe taps. Feet come up overhead, arms go overhead. We're gonna reach up, try to tap those ankles or those toes. So that is just the direction we're going. Don't worry if you're not actually touching, and I'll show you the rest when we get there. So let's lay back, legs up, arms overhead, and let's get ready to rock. Keep it going. Abs are starting to burn a little bit. All right, let those legs come down, breathe it out. From here, steadying those legs back up, let one leg drop to 45, and then crunch your shoulders and head up off the mat to stay to breathe. Keep those ribs down, keep those shoulders up, you got this. Legs come up, and then opposite one drops down. Let's finish it off. Keep those shoulders lifted. Right, if your head or neck's getting a little sore, you can always make a nest through the hands. We're gonna be on our bellies after this. All right, roll it over. Hands are under our shoulders. Tops of the feet press down. We'll lift and lower our chest. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. Now, of course, if you prefer to keep your hands planted the whole time, you are more than welcome to do so. Keep it up. We've got one more round after this. All right, come back to the spine, going into straight leg toe taps. Once again, legs go up, reach for the ankles. Now, if your lower core is starting to get a little tired, you could always bring your feet back down to the ground. All right, make it work for you. Beautiful. Legs down. We're going back to that hollow hold. So kind of staggered leg variations. Let's go legs up first. Hands behind the head. Let's lift the shoulders up. And here we go, dropping that left leg down to about 45. Again, if you're starting to get a little tired, just take a little bend through the knees. It's going to make things a little bit easier through the core. Keep pulling those shoulders up off the mat. Keep the breath through the belly here. Legs come up, switching sides. Almost there. Beautiful. Find your way to your belly. Let's finish off those Cobra crunches, and then we're going to stretch it out. All right, hands are under shoulders. They can either stay planted or they can come with you. Keeping the tops of the feet pressing down, and we exhale, lifting the chest. Just working through our spinal extension. All right, from here, let's come up and go big toes together, knees wide, hips back to heels, just finding a little child's pose. Taking a moment here and just noticing what you feel. We'll start to tent the fingers and then crawling those hands towards the right, just creating a nice big stretch to the side body. There's a sense that I'm taking my left hip towards my left heel, kind of rooting it there. And from here, we'll walk those hands back through center and all the way over to the left. My right hip roots towards my right heel, just really opening up my ribs and my intercostals. And the breath has started to slow, and it's starting to ease back into the self that you were before we started to train. Hands walk back through center. And this time, forearms come down. We'll start to shift the weight forward. And I'll just make my way onto my belly, finding a Sphinx pose. Elbows pulling towards hip bones, heart pulling through the biceps. Just a few breaths here. Now, if this variation is comfortable for you, please feel free to stay. If you'd like, you could go just into a bit of a deeper range of motion by sliding the hands under the shoulders and straightening the arms. My glutes are nice and tight, and it feels good for me to rock side to side. You could find stillness, or you could do a little bit of a rotation here. I like this to open up my obliques. And we'll do a breath in and exhale, lowering back down. Let's stack the palms. Head goes into the hands. Let's just take a bend through the left knee, almost like you're drawing the knee toward the left elbow. It's like a half frog pose. And we'll take a few big breaths here, just continuing to ease the nervous system back down. And we'll switch sides. Left leg comes down. And then right knee bends like you're sliding knee toward elbow. Now you can stay here stretching for as long as you like. But if you're all done, then thanks so much for joining me for today's session, and I will see you for our next one.